Hello. I would just like to, talk about the divine feminine for a little bit and how she is to us. How we have our different interpretations of what that looks like and how it shows up for us. Many of us have grown up with, um, that's my puppy. Many of us have grown up with this type of archetype in our lives, and many haven't. And, so to honor the divine feminine, the virgin, I was talking I'm going to share a little story before I start, and then I want to talk about a little bit about the dandelion as well, some dandelion medicine, and how beautiful it is to work with this medicine. So bear with me a little bit. So with the divine feminine, she has been misunderstood in so many different ways. And I was out with my dad gardening the other day, yesterday actually, and we have a really beautiful statue of the Virgin Guadalupe. Very beautiful, in our tradition. I grew up Catholic. We have, images of her all over the house, and it's very real for us, right? And I asked him, I'm like, are you going to put out the Virgin's statue? And he said, no, I'm not going to put it out because of, I'm not going to put it out because, the people will say things. And I was like, who cares? Who cares what anybody says? Just put it out, it doesn't matter. But he still had those religious templates, to work through, and he's dealt with that most of his life, scrutinized for what he believed in the mother. It's a very big part of our lives, and he didn't want to put the statue out. He said, no, I'm not going to. And I'm like, okay, well, that's his choice. My mom doesn't care, but my dad's on a whole totally different level. But we are here working with different dimensions of consciousness and understanding where each individual comes from and how they relate to whatever energies, and being expressive in who we are. Where there's a whole collective consciousness that is, the religious template that is still being released right now. Rather you grew up through religion or not, we're still releasing a lot of that trauma and acknowledging and honoring the divine feminine, the woman, the mother, and honoring her in whichever way you do you, and however way everybody does them. Let's honor that. Let's be curious. Let's understand people's perspectives. I had to really humble myself and understand my dad's perspective, like why he didn't want to put the mother's statue out, why he didn't want to put that on display, and understanding, wow, he has his points, and from his point of consciousness, he's valid, so I want us, because we are in the Aquarian age now, and we are here, and for us to be more mature within our spirituality is understanding those different concepts and those different forms of consciousness. Sometimes, it feels like, how am I alive right now, where we have so much to kind of go through still within these templates of the divine feminine and the masculine. But at the same time, we are all part of these different forms of consciousness, and understanding where we are. That's how we create the unity, is having the compassion and the comprehension of comprehending how each individual comes up with their own form of beliefs and templating. So just having that thought process, kind of marinate with us as we go into celebrating the Woman's Day. and we already are, we have been, and I hope you do, every day, honoring the mother, honoring the earth, honoring however it is she comes to you, in whichever way she comes to you. So dandelion right here, this is a very beautiful healing herb. It starts off as this yellow flower. It's the first medicine the bees come to out of winter. And the yellow represents the sun in the dandelion. And then it comes into this puff right here, right? Usually it's a whole puff, a round puff, and that represents the moon. It's the only flower that transforms and holds the energy of the sun and the moon, the masculine and feminine. So the sun represents the masculine and the moon represents the feminine. When the seeds are blown off, some people say, do you see a weed or do you see a wish? These seeds bring in wishes for many people. I know when I was a little girl, I would always wish on these, and I would blow them, but I would inhale too hard. All the seeds would go in my mouth and blow them out. And I remember in my grandparents, they had pretty decent sized land. We had a lot of these, and they hold that. They're great detoxing medicine. If you ever drink dandelion tea, dandelion root, it's great for detoxing the liver and the kidneys, which is huge benefit for us. The liver and the kidneys hold on to a lot of anger and frustration. The liver and the kidneys help with the skin, any type of skin issues you have or may need to address. So the skin can be purified by using dandelion root. So if you have a dandelion tincture or a tea, it's such great medicine that the Mother Earth provides for us. So I wanted to share that message, the sun and the moon representing in the medicine of the dandelion, and also just to share the little story I had with my dad. Rabbits love to eat dandelion. My dog likes to eat dandelions too. I just really wanted to, or felt guided to talk about this dandelion and the many wishes. There's a bee right there pollinating. So it's ready for its medicine, and so healing. And so, represents us as well, how we get out of winter and we're just so ready for that sun to beam on us, the sun medicine, just to bless us with those rays of light, those the photonic light that's coming off of the sun, and how we can receive that, by laying in the sun. And if you're sensitive enough, you can actually feel the solar showers or the solar storms come, and you could kind of feel yourself catch one of those rays in your auric field. Especially if you have a relationship with the sun, you build a relationship with the sun, you could really feel that in the aura. So let us take a deep breath in and let us begin with this meditation and prayer. So deep breath in. I have so many beautiful, strong women in my life. I was brought up by a very extremely strong grandmother. She was a field worker. She was a farm labor contractor. She helped many field workers, and her and my grandfather get homes and provide and find places in the United States to become residents here. She helped them A lot of immigrants come and work the land, and they taught them how to work. They taught them how to provide for their families in many ways. My grandmother would cook for them. She was a cook. She opened up her own restaurant, and she was a very strong woman. That's who raised me, and her daughter raised me. And my mother is a very strong woman as well, very hard worker, and so have I. So I am a daughter and granddaughter of women of many different talents, chefs and field workers, plant seeds, and women that really worked with their hands and were very close to the earth and really stood up for what they believed in. And I believe that we all have that power to strengthen ourselves and strengthen each other, to have what we have. We have a lot of access to food at the grocery stores. Everything is so accessible to us by the hands of field workers. So please, when you eat your food, give thanks to them. Make an offering to the land. There's somebody's grandmother, somebody's grandfather who has picked that fruit that you've eaten, who has picked the lettuce that you have eaten. So, and the clothes that you wear. My grandfather used to be a cotton picker. So, all of these things is why I have so much deep respect in the land, why I have so much deep respect in people and love for children and mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers all alike. But we all come from the mother. We all come from a source, God, creator. And having deep respect, coming to medicine with deep respect, coming to food with deep respect, where does it come from? Somebody's grandmother, father, or mother picked the food that you eat. So much thanks, so much gratitude for those hands, for those beautiful hands, hardworking hands, loving hearts, beautiful people that love the land. So today, let's give thanks to all the grandmothers, all the grandfathers, all the mothers that come, everyone who comes from a mother. Thank you for being here. Everyone who has experienced that motherly love and hug. The motherly love and the motherly hug. The mother. Thank you. Thank you. So we ask Creator, and we're going to pray just to the mother, to the goddess, to the feminine today. We thank you. We give you thanks, Divine Mother. Pachamama. She goes by many names. Some people call her Isis. Some people call her Magdalene. Some people call her the Guadalupe. Some people call her Tonanzi. Whatever name you call her, thank you to that feminine essence. Thank you to the sacred heart of the Divine Feminine, to the womb of the feminine. Thank you for the creation, the love that has taken us into the womb, who has held us, who has created for us, who has helped us develop strength and wisdom and guidance. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for those hands who teach us in this and who guide us strongly in the spirit realm. Thank you to all those feminine forces, the delicate force of the feminine that stands behind us. Thank you for helping us rise each day and giving us the words to speak of wisdom, of how it is to be and walk in this divine feminine ways. Thank you for teaching us new ways of what it means to be a woman, what it means to carry the wisdom of the womb, the wisdom of the breast, the wisdom of the heart of a woman. Thank you for teaching us how to hold the masculine, the men, or maybe a woman for you. Thank you for teaching us these ways to cook, to clean, to provide. Thank you. Thank you for every woman, grandmother who has ever picked fruit for other people's family, for their own family, to feed and to nurture themselves and each other. Thank you. And we thank the land, the medicine, the beautiful medicine that is here. There's so much medicine here, you guys. So much medicine that's provided for us from the mother, from the earth, from the sacred plants, to all the spirit fairies and angels that help us and tend to us as we walk this path unharmed. May we continue to walk unharmed. As we have reverence for all of us on this land, not forgetting where we come from, and to have respect in these ways, the ancient ways, to have respect for yourselves, our brothers and our sisters, and our ancestors who have came before us, our aunties, our grandmothers, our sisters, our friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so much respect in how we walk our ways. May our feet remember how to walk the path of the truth, how to walk the path of the indigenous, how to walk the path of the goddess, how to walk the path of humility, of grace, of tranquility, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, which rises within us each and every day with the sun, with the moon, and the opening of each goddess flower. May your petals be nourished with the sweetness of the sun and the nourishment of the bees and the beauty of the hummingbirds. Breathe in and bless yourself with the radiance of your own light, of your own divinity, remembering your ancestors, remembering this day, the goddesses who come in all the forms in your life, who carry burdens, who carry the knowledge, who are every one of you. I see you, I love you, God bless you. May the goddess rise within you and bestow upon you great strength, wisdom, love, and peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you, Maddie. Bless that salad. And those hands that have picked that salad. Thank you, guys. I have a passion, as you can tell, for this, and the mother, the woman, the teachings of the grandmothers. I have been raised by too many strong grandmothers to not have so much reverence and passion for them. And the medicines, there's a lot of medicines that I know that I haven't talked about, that I haven't spoken about, but I come to every medicine with so much respect and so much love, and that's what is required to walk a certain path with integrity and authenticity. That's what is required of the ancestors, of the spirits of the land, of your higher self, of the holy essence of what is true. And we walk these ways. We walk the ways, the beauty way. And I hope you each learn more compassion for yourselves and others in this way. And my family, all my relations, which is you, and which is all those who pick the hands of the fruit and the food that you eat. Those are my relations as well as yours now. Thank you. So many blessings to each and every one of you. Enjoy your Women's Day, And keep prayer in your heart. Keep on praying, giving thanks and gratitude and love. Many blessings, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's such a gift to serve you in this way. Blessings.